Hey guys, welcome back to Tracie's Place. I am doing a tutorial today on spaghetti bake. The best, the easiest spaghetti bake that you will ever make, in my opinion. So stay tuned. Alright guys, we're going to start off with mushrooms, bell pepper, green bell pepper, and onion. We're going to get that chopped up, and that's going to go into the spaghetti bake. What I use in my spaghetti bake recipe that makes it unique is onions and bell peppers and mushrooms. So first I'm adding this, and then I'm going to add mushrooms to it after this softens up. Here's the green peppers and the onions. They have wilted down and also caramelized some. I'm going to go ahead and add my mushrooms. You want to season with a little salt and pepper. I don't want to put too much pepper. Woo. Watch that pepper, it comes out fast. Just kind of stir it around. And let the mushrooms wilt just a little bit, because they're going to wilt even more as they cook with the spaghetti bake. I'm going to go ahead and put, I'd say about 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the turkey meat into the pan. Here's the 2 pounds of turkey meat. You want to go ahead and start browning it up. Get it all. I'm going to get a tripod here, a spoon. But I'm going to go ahead and get it all browned up. While that's getting ready, go ahead and put a little bit of oil in. I would say that's about a teaspoon. That way your pasta will not stick together. Once the water is bubbling up, you want to go ahead and add your pasta. I am using Barilla. You can use any kind you want. I just got Barilla because it was on sale. I had it for $1, which is pretty good. This is 1 pound. So since this is 2 pounds of meat, I'm going to go ahead and use the whole thing. And what I usually do is I just take a little bit at a time, as much as you want, but I take a little bit at a time so that I can break the strands into 3 sections. And I hate I can't show you on camera, but I'll try to show you with my hands. So to be here, and then down here. So you want to break this whole thing at one time in 3 places. Go ahead and give the pasta a stir, because you want the oil to kind of coat the noodles so that they don't stick. And I used the whole box, and like I said, I broke the noodles in 3 places. And in case we don't use the whole box, because some people like a lot of noodles and some don't, I do not like my spaghetti kind of like overtaken with noodles. I like a little bit more meat sauce than noodles, so I'll show you towards the end. But you can put in, you know, as you're adding your noodles to the meat sauce, you can add as much as you want, as much or as little as you want. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add the spaghetti sauce. I'm using Hunt's, and this is traditional, so I'm going to go ahead and add that. And I'm also going to use Hunt's 4-cheese spaghetti sauce, and these are 24-ounce cans, so you can choose whatever flavor that you want to, a variation of Hunt's that you want to, but I'm adding 2 24-ounce cans of tomato spaghetti sauce. Hunt's tomato spaghetti sauce. Go ahead and get it stirred up. Get it all coated and everything, and I'll be back. As the meat sauce is simmering, you want to add some sugar. I do not like spaghetti that is like, I won't say bitter, but it's just bland tasting. It has good flavor, but you know, it needs sugar. Good Southern cooks add sugar. So I'm doing like 3 tablespoons of sugar. And then you get it mixed up in there. I'm also going to put a little bit of honey in here, and that's going to add a little bit more of a different sweetness, but it's going to just make it savory. So I'm going to put that in too. I'm going to put in about 2 tablespoons of honey. Some people might not like all the sugar. That's fine. It's really not a lot considering how much you have, how much meat you have and sauce. But anyway, right here I'm adding like 2 tablespoons of honey. And that's going to make it taste so good. My pan is full. I'm going to stir it, but I have to do it very carefully because it's about to come out the pan. But this makes it so savory and good. And you health conscious ones, please don't come after me. If you don't want the sugar in, don't put the sugar in. And I know somebody said, you're promising diabetes for your family. No. You have to know your health history of both sides of your family, like my husband's side and my side. And like I said, I don't cook unhealthy. You know, for the most part, we have other dishes that you don't see. So, believe me, they're fine. They don't have diabetes and it's not on their way to having diabetes. We get regular checkups too. So, and I am close to 50. So, and all of my health stats are good. But thank you. See how the noodles are thickened up? So I got just a little bit more to go. You do not want to overcook your noodles. You don't want them mushy. You just want them what they call al dente, which is just tender. And I forgot to tell you at the beginning to add salt. Always salt your water. I'm going to go ahead and input it in writing at the bottom at the beginning, you know, when I'm boiling the water. Hopefully I will remember to do that. But always salt your water. If you didn't do it at the beginning and I forgot to write it, down at the bottom of the screen, put about half a teaspoon, well, about 1/4 teaspoon of salt in your water. When the meat sauce is ready, you want to go ahead and put it into your baking dish. And this is a, oh goodness, I believe this is like a 9 by 12. So you want to put that in. I like to clean as I go, you all, so I don't have such a big mess when I get done. So I have just a grocery bag, you know, a plastic grocery bag that I've saved. We usually save a good amount of our grocery bags. And I just put them in here and close it up. And that's that. So the garbage won't be stinking and you won't get, you know, little unwanteds. So I just do that, and then, you know, wash pans as the spaghetti is baking. And that's that. I've added about half the noodles so that I can gauge from here how many noodles are. I added about half the noodles so that I can gauge from here about how many noodles I actually want in here. That way I don't add too many or too little. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this up and see how much I need. Alright, this is good for me. I'm going to go ahead and add the trinity of the mushrooms, the onions, and the green bell peppers to 1/2 of the dish because my son doesn't like the medley in his. So I'm going to do that for me and my husband's side, and probably a little bit over half since it'll be me and him eating it, you know, the medley part. Alright, and then I'm going to stick it in a 365-degree oven for about 45 minutes and it'll be done. I'm sorry, y'all. Also, go ahead and add cheese. I added Monterey Jack and cheddar to both sides, and I'm not going to get this mixed up with this side. So put your cheese in there, mix it up, And then put your aluminum foil over the pan and put it in a 365-degree oven. The 45 minutes are up, and here it is after I put more cheese on it. I just put more cheese on it. This is Italian cheese and a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese. If you just have one kind of cheese, if you just have cheddar, that is fine. I'm using so many because I just have it on hand and I'm trying to use it. So one kind of cheese, fine. 3 different kinds, fine, whatever you like. So I'm putting this back in the oven on broil for just about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to take it out.